I want to say welcome each and every one of you ladies and gentlemen to the call today. Let you know you're in the right place at the right time with the right leadership. And, you know, we call this call the locker room talk. We do this every Tuesday at 5 p.m. to give you guys some really good information to help you kind of, you know, get that mindset right in order to go out there and, you know, make your run towards going chairman. So I want to welcome all the ladies and gentlemen on the call today. So we got some fantastic leaders on this particular call. But before I get started, I want to give an incredible shout out to my sister, Miss Chrissy Pips, who just smashed P1000 this past couple of days. Everyone dropped some sevens in the chat for Miss Chrissy Pips. Chrissy, tell us why you're excited. We're so proud of you right now, sister, for knocking out P1000. A lot of you guys don't know this, but Chrissy is actually a full-time trader also, and retired. Full-time trader and retired. Her crypto portfolio and her trading account is just on swole, you guys. So Chrissy, we want to say we love you. Thanks for all you do. And listen, your presentations are just incredible. Just want to tell you that. So we want to show you some mad love at Platinum 1000, sis.
Thank you, Coach. Listen, without great leadership, you would not develop great leaders. So thank you, okay? Like between you, Tam, and Kurt, and Andre, because listen, I've been plugging in. Y'all keep saying plug in, so I've been plugging in. Without great leaders, you would not have like new great leaders being built. So thank you to y'all. Listen, that's it. Like plug in with your leadership because they are guiding you down the right path. Trust me, okay?
Oh, that was simple. That's simple and sweet, right? I love it. I love how humble you are. But listen, guys, you know, seeing the progression of people, nothing makes you feel better in your journey as a leader than see people who you can help and coach and just watch them level up and move to new heights in their business, right? Because everyone reaches new levels in their business, but you know what? New level, new devil. There's always going to be things to get in the way. But, you know, Chrissy's a single mom out here getting it done, makes no excuses. She's on every call. She's on every training, making sure everybody's getting the info. And I can't thank her enough for everything she does, man. So again, mad love, Chrissy. P1000, just a pit stop, but not somewhere you're gonna stay for a long time. Also, I want to give it up, you know, for all the leaders who are actually on this call today, and show you guys some real big, you know, love and respect for all you guys do. It's not easy going out here trying to build a business, and we all know it's a little bit tougher. And you know, definitely want to say congratulations to Renee Nora's daughter, Jazzy, for hitting P600. You know, that's a testament to Renee Nora's leadership in the ATL. Want to definitely show her some love too, as well too, for knocking it out. But guys, let me tell you something that you guys don't know. See, we have a Chairman 25 and above chat, and I'm going to give you guys a huge announcement that's coming out that you guys are going to really, really love. But our company, you know, we're always trying to make things rock and roll from the business side. But you know, in order to have a really good, you know, business model, you got to have great, you know, things happening in the back end. We have to make sure we have good products and services. We got to make sure we got good customer service. We got to make sure our products are on point. We got to make sure that our company is very healthy in order to reach that $1 billion status, right? Well, we just actually partnered up with the gentleman who's actually, anybody on this call, drop a 7 if you ever heard of Amway. Drop a 7 if you ever heard of the company Amway before. We all know Amway is a giant, one of the first companies in networking. You know, they're basically a maven in that particular space and open the doors for a lot of people today. We just brought on, guys, a gentleman who was 10 years, he was the head of customer support. The head of customer support for Amway. Guys, that's huge. And now he's going to be leading the charge for customer support in IM Mastery Academy. Listen, guys, drop some fire emojis in the chat if that's super important. We got to make sure that not only our customers, you know, do well with our products, we got to make sure we be able to handle them, you know, different situations they have on the back end. But to partner up with someone who is a head of customer service for Amway, who was there 10 years and now is partnered up with I Am Mastery Academy. Listen, guys, huge announcement. And what we're doing is we're putting together the dream team of people to put those pieces of the puzzle together to make sure that our journey for us as leaders, because see, our goal as leaders is to bring more customers to the store that's going to buy the products off the shelf. See, that's what our job is as leaders, is go out there, share the I Am Mastery Academy experience, and we drive traffic to the store so the customers can buy products off the shelf, right? But we have to make sure everything runs like a sewing machine on the back end. So to have that type of partnership goes to show you that Chris Terry, man, he's kicking butt taking names, right? He's kicking butt taking names. He's not playing any games. He's on the offense, making sure that everything is solid for us to run to that $1 billion marker. So couldn't be prouder of that more. And again, seeing some of the things we do have coming out, like I was telling you guys on the last call, having, stocks, Stock Academy coming out, Stock Go Live, where we teach you how to trade stocks and give you all that insight. So listen, guys, I Am Mastery Academy, for those of you guys who are new on this call, we're going to be like the Amazon, where it's one-stop shop for you to learn anything about how to multiply your money, anything that's a hot home-based business. We will have a hub, so to speak, where it's one-stop shop, where clicking a button and you got the education is going to be right there to help you level up. So I'm super excited about that. And also, guys, again, you guys have known me for a while. If you guys are new to me, you can follow me on social media. I love to give people some really good content. And also, just so you guys, some of you ladies and gentlemen don't know on the call, but every Thursday night, guys, we do a call for women. If you're not plugging your women into this call, guys, you're really missing the boat. Tamara, Chairman 50, my better half, she does an incredible job of the way she lifts women up and just champions women and just give you that confidence to help you guys finish this race. And, if you're not plugging in and have your teams plug into this whole women energy, listen, girls run the world, man, we just run around it, right? And if you're not recognizing that, you're missing the boat. So make sure you plug into that call. It's actually our team inaugural call we've been doing for 5 years now, guys. And every Thursday night, Tamara brings the heat and bring the thunder. As a matter of fact, drop some zeros in the chat if you've ever been on any of those calls and got some mad content from Ms. Young. Drop some zeros in the chat. If you've ever been on any of those calls, again, we even have men jumping on the call, right? It's like, we know it's a women's call, but men are out there representing too, because they know the content, the value that she brings. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we want to do today, these calls, or these locker room talks, are designed to help you, give you guys a technical skill, the technical know-how, to help you guys run to chairman. That's what this call is about. This call is not much about trading, because listen, that's what the academy is for. That's what's going to teach you. That's great that we have some of our awesome traders on this call today. We could do trading leadership calls at another time, but right now, going into 2021, we have some people on this call who are ready to level up and move to new levels, move to new ranks, move to new income brackets, move to new commas in your bank account. In order to do that, we have to have the technical skill of what it takes to go from P150 to P600, P600 to P1000, right? So we got to have those technical skills, right? Just like going to school to be a nurse or a doctor, engineer, there's levels and there's systems to help you get to that level of education so you get paid a high level. And what I want to do today, we have a special guest who's on this call. And what I want you guys to do is drum up maybe some real serious questions that you may have that, for our chairman leaders today, and get some really good questions you may have, obstacles you run into, that sometimes people run into things in the field. And a lot of times we don't ask for help or what would you do in this situation? And see, one thing I've always learned is I've always watched and studied successful networkers, and I've always asked questions. See, the question you're scared to answer, or you think is a redundant question or a silly question, listen, you got to ask those questions, because listen, everything in our business revolves around us giving our knowledge to you to help you guys finish the race. So drum up a few questions for our awesome leader today. I want to bring on this gentleman here who, when I got a chance to meet this guy for the first time, I remember when he first joined the company, and I never forget, Dr. Jewel and I were in Detroit, and we were doing a big meeting here in Detroit. And he was on the phone. She said, listen, I want you to meet this leader who just came over from World Ventures. I'm like, okay, yeah. Came out the meeting, jumped on the phone to Dwayne. He's like, look, man, I'm hungry. I've been wildly successful, but I'm ready to really go to the next level financially. And you know what? I'm willing to humble down and act like I don't know anything and just follow you guys and, follow your leadership and follow the path you guys have, paid for so many. And I never forget, he's like, look, LY, he said, listen, man, I just want my team to win. I want my team to get that financial success they've always wanted. And one thing I respect about him is he's always burning the midnight oil, always, like literally always out there in the trenches, putting in that trench work, sweat equity, things he does behind the scenes that most people don't know. Conversation that he and I have about the team and what we could do to make things better for him. I mean, he's always putting team first and himself second. And that's what you have, that type of leadership from this new chairman, this chairman 10, soon to be 25 leader we have on the call. But I want to introduce to some and introduce to others the CEO movement, CEO himself, the man, the myth, the legend, my friend and my awesome business partner, Chairman 10, Mr. Dwayne Lodge. Dwayne, are you there, my friend?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Coach? Can you hear me okay?
Man, listen, loud and clear, man. First off, I want to say thank you for everything that you and Isla does, for our business, the leadership you guys put together, all the things you guys do as a couple to show people that, it's cool to be young. It's cool to be, a couple in this business going out there getting this thing done. Because listen, a lot of times the men get a lot of the accolades, but listen, man, we all know that without having that strong backbone, like, listen, I know I am absolutely nothing without my wife Tamara, because she works just as hard, if not harder, in our business, and just have that support, man. So I can't thank you and Nyla enough for everything you guys do. And you guys came over here, you weren't about to talk. You was like, listen, man, I'm not a walk left, talk right leader. I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna run past people like they're walking backwards, and you did exactly that, man. So just want to see if you could kind of share some of your secrets today and some of the things that can help motivate the crowd and get them maybe tap into the mind, so to speak, of some of the things you do. And we'll get some questions asked for you today, and we'll all come together as leaders, man, to help people get that juice today, man. So take it away, my friend.
Cool. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. First and foremost, just like Chrissy said, guys, I mean, you just can't become, what Lawrence just said that I've become without excellent leadership. There's got to be somebody who can turn around and give you some guidance, right? And I'm telling you, man, that's all I've really been doing. Is I've been incredible at taking all these gems from all these giants and putting those weapons in my arsenal, right? I grew up a sports guy, so I would have a little Allen Iverson, a little crossover in my game. I have a little Kobe, well, really that's the MJ fadeaway. Kobe got it from MJ, right? You gotta have a little Shaq Diesel in you, right? You gotta have a little aggression in you, and it really just boils down to having leaders before you that you can duplicate. So Lawrence, you don't even understand, brother, how much I respect your giant in the game. I appreciate that, Lawrence. I mean, you are an absolute giant in the game, and all of us appreciate and respect you, brother. Everything that comes out your mouth is just value, gems and gems. And here we are just picking them up and trying our best to add it into our arsenal, So I appreciate you, big bro. Seriously, like never before, man. You definitely the MJ in this game, in my opinion. So real quick, 777's in the chat box for Coach LY. All right, Coach LY, Coach Lawrence, and Tam. All right, appreciate you, Tam. That girl is a beast. All right, 777's for the power couple. And guys, I'm honored, man. I'm honored to be able to hop onto this call and to give you guys my journey, right? Give you guys my experience, and everything I'm going to share with you today is what I know from experience. All right. Yes, I might have read some of this stuff and learned some things over the years, but everything I'm going to give you is because I know, like I know. All right. All right. And I'm just going to give it to you. And really what I love to see is if we can shorten some people's learning curve, right? So when I turn around and give you this stuff, I get to shorten your learning curve. That way you can get the results that we've created 10 times faster. All right. So I'm going to go in a little bit. So y'all better strap in. All right. Put your seatbelts on, lace up. All right. And I'm going to get a little excited. I already know how I do. So I'm definitely going to get a little excited and fired up on this call. But let me give you my story first, and then we'll get into the breakdown. So Dwayne Lodge, I'm 34, y'all, 34 years young. All right. Been in business now for years. All right. I literally dropped out of college. All right. Never finished my college career. But I kind of come from a family of dropouts, to be honest with you. My mom never finished school. My dad never finished school. My grandparents, my grandfather dropped out of high school. All right. So I'm gonna be honest. It was kind of easy for me to say, you know what? I'm out of here. You know, like nobody else in my lineage had finished school. But watch this. Monkey see, monkey do. Once I joined this industry, I said, ooh, I just got to follow the leaders ahead of me, because if Tamara's chairman 50, if Lawrence is chairman 50, if Jewel is chairman 50, 100, whatever, if all these people are chairmen, all this stuff, well, then I just got to get in alignment with the right people, right? So again, a college dropout, but that was my lineage. That was my upline, so to speak, right? That was my upline, so to speak. So I dropped out of college and I played some college sports and I got hurt. And after I finished, you know, playing college sports and getting hurt, I really wasn't too fired up about going to school anymore, you know? So that's what led me to dropping out of college. And once I dropped out of college, I realized I still had professional dreams, professional goals, but I didn't necessarily have a vehicle to pull out the lifestyle that I had always been dreaming about since I was a little boy. Somebody that can relate to me, give me a me too in the chat box if maybe you grew up with these massive dreams, but now you do something right now. Maybe you work at a job that you know for a fact, this little job I'm doing here, this don't add up to the dream that I had growing up. Like this don't even add up. Like what this little job I'm doing right here, this ain't even in comparison to the dreams I promised myself when I was younger. That's the situation I fell into. So at that moment I said, this has to change. We got to make something different. We got to create something different. And I found this industry. I literally was the person searching, all right, online searching. I'm working 2 jobs. I'm broke as a joke. I'm living at home with family. And, you know, as a grown man living at home with family, by the way, you know, like I'm living at home with family, grown man, and that wasn't cute at all, you know, and I'm like, this has got to change. So anyway, you know, I found this industry, and honestly, in the beginning, I was still skeptical. I was in the industry, but still skeptical of this industry. And I was really looking for, you know, what was wrong with this industry. I'm like, yo, it's got to be a lot. Like, these people can't be making that much money. They can't be making 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $1 million a month. Like all they do is talk to people. They show people a presentation and they make 500,000 a month. No way. That can't be real. All right. I'm over here playing football, busting my head up against grown men. There's no way you show people a presentation in 30 minutes and you make $500,000 a month. Like that can't be real. So anyway, I was so skeptical, but after digging, I realized, man, this thing checks out. This is really it. I'm gonna go all in. And when I made that all in decision, I want you to write this down, MAD, M-A-D, M-A-D, M-A-D. I hope somebody's a little mad at some of their situation today. I hope you're a little bit mad at something in your life, because sometimes you got to get pissed off in order to really put enough fuel in the tank to fire you up to go to the next level. I hope you're a little bit mad maybe of the income maybe you earn at the job. I hope you're a little bit mad at maybe even the living circumstances you're in right now. It's okay to get a little mad as long as you use it the right way. What's the right way? Use being mad to make a decision. Use being mad to make a decision. MAD. Somebody said upset. I don't have an acronym for upset, Diana. I only got one for mad. MAD. Make a decision. All right. I need you to switch from upset to mad. All right. So I need you to get mad today. All right. And again, I'm trying to, here's the easy way. Make a decision, right? I need you to make a decision that you found it. Make a decision that I'm going to be one of the pros here. Make a decision that I'm going to be one of the leaders here. Make a decision that I'm going to be one of the icons here. Make a decision that I'm not just going to be around this thing. I'm going to be one at the top of this thing. I'm not going to just swim around in this deal. I'm going to be at the top of this deal. I'm not going to just be rooting everybody else on. It's gotta be my turn at some point where everybody says, that's the guy, that's the girl, that's the one. I remember her story. You gotta get mad and make a decision that you're finally going to win. And until you make that decision, I'm telling you, this is the biggest switch that many people have not flipped. I'm gonna give you a few tactics today, but most, probably 90% of what I'm gonna give you ain't even about tactics. Y'all ain't ready for this call. It's not even about tactics. I'm gonna give you some because you gotta get that pound for pound skill. There's absolutely a skill here, but the majority of it ain't even about a lot of the how-tos, all right? It's not even about a lot of the how-tos. So I'm really gonna break down 3 things to you guys today, all right? And I pray that you receive it because I'm giving it to you from the heart. I'm giving it to you from what I know that I know, just to give you a little more validity in my story. Guys, I have not worked a job in 10 years. Maybe this will make you pay attention. I have not worked a job in 10 years. And I haven't had a year anything less than at least $10,000 a month. In 10 years with no job, no boss, no resume, no degree. If that would be a cool situation for you, that the next 10 years, like you had no boss, no job, no corporate schedule, and an extra at least 100,000 keeps coming in every year. If that would be cool for you, somebody give me 100K in the chat box. Somebody give me 100K, 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 100K. If you'd be cool with another 100K coming in without having to get another job, without having to have a boss over your shoulder, doing it in your uniform, whatever your fly uniform is. I feel like I'm fly tonight. This is my fly for tonight. All right, in your uniform, in your fly, in your atmosphere, the way you want to set it up. 100K in the chat box. So I'm about to turn up on y'all, and then we're gonna get this party started. So here's the deal, right? I'm gonna give you guys, I gotta stand up on y'all, all right? I'm gonna give you guys some stuff, and I hope that you guys catch it. I gotta get on my feet. We in the locker room, right, coach? I gotta get on my feet, right? We getting ready to go out onto the field. We in the locker room, I gotta get on my feet.
Let's go.
You feel me? So let's go ahead and go in a little bit. And I got some notes so I don't get too carried away, because sometimes my folks know I get a little carried away, boy. All right, but let's get into this thing, right? So I got 3 things for you, and we're gonna roll from here. So here's the thing. If we're gonna go up, we gotta go up. Somebody give me a up, 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 up. Who's ready to go up with me? If we're gonna go up, we gotta go up in a few different areas. It's time to go up in a few different areas. First area we gotta go up in, put it in your notes. We gotta posture up. I'm telling you, I'll give you some tactics, but it's more important to have what I'm getting ready to inject in you right now. If we're gonna go up, I need you to go up in your posture. What are you talking about? I need you to go up in your confidence level. I need you to go up in your belief level. I need you to go up in your posture, meaning when somebody asks you, is this real? When somebody asks you, you know, isn't that a scheme? Isn't that a scam? Isn't that a triangle? You know what I used to tell people? They say, Dwayne, isn't this one of those pyramid things? I said, bro, do you think I called you tonight to talk about shapes? Bro, you mean to tell me I called you tonight, said I got something very important to talk to you about, and you questioning me about shapes? No, bro, I didn't call you to talk about squares and ovals and shapes. I called you to talk about getting rich with me. See, until you get this level of posture, I can give you all the words in the world, but if you ain't got that thick skin, if you don't have that posture, if you can't get tough for a season of your life, you're gonna be here for a long time chanting everybody else on. You're gonna be here for a long time clapping for everybody else. You're gonna be here for a long time rooting and celebrating everybody else. You're gonna be clapping for the Chrissy Pips and the other persons and the next persons and the next person and all this other stuff, but it's time for us to clap for you. But we need you to posture up. I need you to posture. Dwayne, well, I'm brand new. How do I have that level of posture? I'm still nervous. I'm like you. You just told me when you first joined, you were nervous. You were still searching for the answers. You really didn't even totally believe in it. So how do we posture up? Write this down. You got to get your belief up. You got to get your belief up. 3 things you got to get your belief up in. You got to get your belief up in our products. The second thing you got to get your belief up is in the company. The third thing you got to get your belief up in is your daggone self. I need you to believe in you. Let me look at some names on here. Who got their face in the camera with me? Come on, Trader Miggs. I see your face everywhere, brother. So I know you got your belief up in yourself. All right. Come on, Chrissy Pips. I know you got your belief up in yourself. All right. Come on, who we got? Aya. All right. Lalo. Who we got? Latoya. I'm just seeing a couple people with their face in the camera. Right. Alicia. All right. We got to get our belief up in ourselves. Come on. Come on. Natalie, Lewis. Come on, bro. I see you guys. I see you guys. We got to get our belief up in ourselves. So how do you get your belief up in yourself? Watch this. I need you to think back a little bit, because this ain't the first time you've tried to win before. You've won somewhere before. Where my parents at? Somebody give me a P in the chat box. P, P, P. If I got parents on the line right now, P, P, P. I'll make it real easy. Just drop a P if you're a parent right now in the chat box. Give yourself more credit. See, the problem with sometimes being a parent is that there ain't no rewards for that. Ain't no trophies for that. We don't have no ceremony for you. None of that stuff. All right? But if you got kids, and I'm sure most of y'all are doing well by y'all children, I hope y'all are. If you ain't, you need to work on this area then. All right? But I'm sure y'all doing right by y'all children. All right? If your children is making it through day by day, well, then you've been winning in the children area, in the parenting area. You got to remind yourself, if I could raise this little bad 4-year-old, I could definitely get somebody to watch this video. If I could raise 2 of these little gremlins right here, I could get 10 people to watch this video. You got to believe in yourself again. I need you to tap back in to the time that you won before. I could go down a laundry list of areas that you guys have already won before. Stop letting the fact that you ran into a brick wall here stop you from getting to your massive results. Because in the beginning, you probably thought, me, a parent, how am I supposed to do that? Now you killing it. Now you could cook dinner, get homework done, and do a Zoom call all in 1 hour. But in the beginning, you're like, me? Huh? A parent? God, why me? You serious? Yeah, I'm serious. I need you right now. So I need you to tap back into your belief level. Come on, parents. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right? So again, I need you to get that posture again. I need you to get that posture to say, boy, sit your butt down. See, when your prospect says, where my face is at in the camera, I'm gonna just see who's with me on here. When my prospect says, hey, Pit Profit, hey, bro, can I really make some pips? Can I really get some profits off these pips? I don't need you saying, well, it just depends, man. You know, it's just, well, some people get some people. Nah, that ain't it. Bro, get in this thing, get started. We've already seen the results. Trust me. You got to have the confidence and the posture to say, trust me. I know that it works. I've seen it work. Come make it work with me. The only reason why it won't work is if you don't lock arms with me. The only reason why if it don't work is if you go into the wilderness. The only reason that it won't work is if you don't follow all the connections I'm about to connect you to. That's the only way it ain't going to work. Trust me, get started. You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later. Somebody write this down. You'll thank me later. I need you to get some posture. We got to build some confidence. So we got to build belief in ourselves. We got to build belief in our company. If your belief isn't high in the company, I need you to go do a little company stroll. Matter of fact, you know what I did today? Let me give you something. You know what I did today that shot my belief up like no other? Because I'm wired now to just do this stuff, right? I took a stroll down the Swipe Coin Instagram today. I dare one of y'all to do that. Some of y'all like, I don't know if it works. Is it only me losing money? Go just scroll down the Swipe Coin Instagram page. Matter of fact, y'all think I'm playing. Y'all think the leaders don't do what they say they doing. Y'all think I'm joking. That's okay. You're like, who this kid screaming at me? You think I'm joking? I took screenshots of all this stuff. I'm like, yo, this is bananas. Let me get this ring light out the way. And I screenshotted, oh, that's my house. I screenshotted all this stuff, all this proof. I'm like, yo, Meek Mill's talking crypto. Yo, Elon Musk talking crypto. Yo, football players is getting paid in crypto. Yo, the dudes that launched Facebook, but it was right there with what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg. They doing crypto. Yo, that's what Nipsey Hussle was talking about. He was doing crypto before he passed. He was trying to tell us to do it. Yo, I just got my belief up in crypto again real fast. I think I'm playing. You got to get your belief up. You got to get your posture up. You got to get your belief up. Belief in the company, belief in our products, and most importantly, belief in yourself. All right? When it comes to posture, it might sound a little tough, a little gangster, but I need you to get a little more aggressive. I need you to get a little more aggressive. Write that word down. This year, I commit to be a little more aggressive. Aggressive in my goals, aggressive in my results, aggressive in my approach. Now, understand this. When I say aggressive, that does not mean that you're this rude, abrupt person. Not at all. See, this is what I mean as aggressive. Let me give you an example. Some of y'all, when you're done showing this to somebody, you're like, well, what did you think? Did you enjoy how Chrissy broke this down? Isn't she cool? Isn't her background so awesome? Nah, I ain't worried about Chrissy's background right now. Love your background, Chrissy. I love it. But that's not what we're talking about right now. When the meeting is over, I need you in the deal. So you gotta ask, are you coming with me? I even say it this way. Man, that presentation was fire, right? That presentation was everything, wasn't it? Hey, bro, tell me you coming with me. Just tell me you coming with me. Hey, bro, what card you gonna use? Your Master or your Visa card? Which one you using? Which you using, bro? I already know you coming with me. Which card you using? You gotta respond in such a posturous way that, watch this, don't miss it, it negates all their skepticism. It diminishes all their skepticisms. People don't even ask me some of the questions they used to ask me, because when the meeting is over, my responses are not what they expected. So you got to talk with a little more, you got to be a little more aggressive, especially in your closes. All right, especially in your closes. All right, all I'm saying is you got to ask for people to get started. All right, you got to do that. So all I'm talking about overall, family, is posture. Posture, posture, posture. We got to get up a little bit. You might want to put your favorite song on before your meetings. All right, Sir Trilly got a whole album now. All right, one of the guys in the company. Get the Sir Trilly album. I wish he cut me a piece of promoting that, but I don't think there's no residuals on me promoting that, but whatever. We're going to show him love because he in the academy. Go search Sir Trilly and get the album. All right, got a whole album talking about pips and all this stuff. And, you know, I'll give you a little sample real fast. I'll give you a little sample. Come on. I'll give you a little sample. Come on. Who heard it?
Whoa, shake. Yeah, we finna shake the bank. Whoa, turn her up cause she ranked. Whoa, TP getting spanked. Smack. Whoa, better pips by the waist. Whoa, bust it down for the trade. Whoa, put the profits in my face. Put it in my face.
You got to get that posture up. Y'all know everybody turned up, right? I turned this into a club. But I need you to get that posture up. This is what I do, family. My kids sit outside. Listen, my kids be trying to bust in here. They want to party with me. They probably outside the door right now. Like, oh, daddy in there party. They think it's a little mini party up in this joint. They're like, yo, I need to get, they out there doing schoolwork. They want to bust in here and come party with daddy. Why? Because it's turned up in here. We got a little bit of posture in here. And you got to build that posture. So number 2, let me move forward quickly. Here we go. And I wrote this down so I don't get too carried away. All right. Oh, this is the one. This is the one. Well, you know what? I'm going to flip these. I'm going to end it this way. Watch this. You got to get your activity up. We're going up. We got to go up. Number 1, you got to get your posture up. Number 2, you got to get your activity up. Number 2, you got to get your activity up. And here's the beauty about the activity here. Here's the beauty about the activity. See, at your job, you got to ask for overtime. Some of y'all gonna catch this fast. At your job, you got to ask, hey, boss, do you think this weekend maybe I can get like a little more time so I can make a little more money? Please? Please?
Hey, Dwayne. Hey, Dwayne.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
No. The voice is dope. I just had to say that, man. You went like right into the voice activation mode.
Bro, I mean, come on, you gotta make this thing real to people, right? Like, this is how we sound, right? This is how to me, this is how I sound. This is how I felt. This is why I ended up saying, I gotta get mad. I'm tired of being the one, hey, boss man, sir, master boss man, please. Do you think maybe somehow, some way this weekend I can maybe get a couple more hours? See, at your job, you gotta ask to put in more work. Here, you the boss. And that's one of the biggest, what do people, they used to ask me, Dwayne, keep it real with me. What's the hardest part about this? What's the ugly part about this? What's the hardest part about this? The hardest part is that you the boss. You the boss. And your butt gonna go to sleep early. Matter of fact, sometimes you gonna kick your feet up when I ain't looking, when coach ain't looking, when Chrissy ain't looking, when your leader ain't looking, you chilling. But see, the real ones will say, ooh, you gonna give me a chance to put in some overtime? You mean I can put in as much overtime as I want? I'm gonna just go get it done now. Forget coming back over and over and over and over and over and over. How about I just go put the work in now and get it done now? Anybody need this thing to get done now? Give me a now in the chat box. Let me give you permission in case you didn't know. You have permission to get this thing done now. Like now. Now. You have permission. You don't gotta beg nobody. You don't gotta ask nobody. You in charge. So if you want to get the work done now, you can. And all you gotta do is get your activity up. So here's the activity. I'm gonna just take it straight from right now, #1 earner in the company, top earner in the industry. This is what it is. David Emonite basically says if you show 20 a week, long story short, you break that blueprint down, you show 20 a week. Put the numbers down, I'll write it down with you. You show 20 a week. We ain't looking for all of them to say yes. We don't need all of them to say yes. We just need 8 out of the 20. And if you really got some posture, you putting them 8 in. I ain't gonna get too deep on that today, but you putting them 8 in. Somebody, well, nobody got started. I'm like, why? Why didn't you put them in? Put them in. Some of y'all got some girlfriends, some homeboys that's like, hey, bro, I gotta put you in on this one. Hey, yeah, man, I already showed you how it worked, but this year I gotta put you in. Yeah, man, this year I gotta put you in. Yeah, now if you decide not to stay, that's on you, but I'm putting you in, bro. Trust me on this one. I'm putting you in. Go and get your card. We're gonna go ahead and just put you in right now. We got to show 20 a week. What's that? 12 of them telling us no. That means more than half of them is telling us no. That's okay. We accept that. But we putting 8 of them jokers in. Guess what that does your first week? Boom, you P150. Guess what that does your second week? You do it again. Boom, you P600. Guess what happens your third week? You do that. Boom, you P1000. And guess what happens your fourth week? 30 days. Boom, you P2000. Who on this call could take $2,000 extra and make magic at it? Make magic out of it in I Am Mastery Academy. Give me a 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. All this access we got, we'll take 2,000 and make magic out of it. Make straight magic out of it. And all it did was take me to get my activity up. You got to confirm 20 people to take a look. Let me clarify. We're not convincing people. We're not doing all that. We're not selling nobody. I need 20 of y'all to take a look. Go down your phone and say, hey, I need you to look at something. What you do with it is on you. I love you. You're my guy. I've known you for years. I know we ain't talking forever, but girl, you've always carried yourself well, and I need you to take a look at this. I know this will be a blessing for you, but if you decide that it's not, I respect you for it. But girl, you'll never know unless you take a look. Get them to take a look at it. Get your activity up. Get your activity up. And when do you do it? You do it now. You keep tiptoeing with it. I'm telling you, this game responds to speed. It's designed for you to condense a lot of activity into a little bit of time. A lot of activity into a little bit of time. One more time, a lot of activity into a little bit of time. Some of y'all doing, if you knew you would show 100 people this year, why not just show 100 people this month? That's how this game is played. You trying to show 100 this year, I'm showing 100 this month. And if you're really gangster about it, you'll show 100 this week. Get your activity up, activity up. And the last thing I'll give you is you got to get your consistency up. You got to get your consistency up. I'm sorry, in any game you're going to play, you can't just do it for a little bit. This is just the principles of life. You got to get your consistency up. Let me give you an example. How do they say this in school? The shortest distance between 2 points is what? A straight line. A to B. A to B. Every day you get off that line, you got to hit the refresh button over here. Some of y'all hit P150 and then you got off the line. You didn't stay consistent with what I just told you. 20 people take a look every week. 20 people take a look every week. 20 people take a look every week. I'm putting 80 y'all in. That's the blueprint for 90 days. You do that 90 days, you're a chairman minimum. 20 people take a look every week. 80 y'all, I'm putting y'all in. 12 of y'all can tell me no. I'll sign y'all up next year when y'all see me 3 levels higher than I am this year. See, somebody's got to join you when you're P5000. Somebody's got to join you when you're going for Chairman 10. Somebody's got to join you when you're going for Chairman 100. And somebody got to join you when you're going for Chairman 1 million. So the 8 that come, great. They'll be the ones I work with now. The other 12, catch me on my next wave. But you got to be consistent for 90 days. It's about to be an amazing summer this year. A lot of people going to be hurting this summer, waiting to get stimulated. And we're going to be like, hey, man, I just dropped another 50 racks in Bitcoin. Hey, matter of fact, I got team members. Hey, I just bought my mama a new house. Hey, I just did this. Hey, I just did that. The rich get richer. What we're teaching you is rich principles. We don't operate in poor principles. This is rich strategy. And in this season of the world, the rich can get richer. And we have a chance to do that. You are rich by being here. You are rich by receiving this information. You are rich by taking this in and putting it into action. This makes you rich. You're already rich by having this information. It's just a matter of time before you produce it in the physical. So guys, I don't even know. I just went in, but those are my 3 little tips to you guys today. We gotta posture up. We gotta keep our activity up for a season, 30 to 90 days. And we gotta keep that consistency up. We gotta keep that consistency up. Because without that consistency, when we get off that line, now we gotta hit that reset button. Now we gotta hit that reset button. So this is simple. This is simple. We call people, we give them an opportunity to play with us. We have posture, we have boldness, not arrogance at all respect, all honor. Hey, I love you. There's no way I was gonna leave you out. You gotta know what I know. You gotta experience what I'm experiencing. I'll tell people, just get in to experience it. Hey, get in and see the experience. I could talk you till you blue in the face. Get in to push the call button, push the put button, and experience your money jump up real quick. Get in and experience that real quick. And if you tell me you don't like that experience, then we'll talk about you getting out later. But get in and get this experience. Guys, posture up, activity up, and if we stay consistent, our whole lifestyle will go up. Up, 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 up in the chat box. Up, 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 up in the chat box. Let's go. It's time to go up. It's time to go up. Appreciate you, Coach.
Man, let's drop the 7s in the chat.
I keep my momentum, I became the way. I get to this money, my team do the same. I am academy, the one I blame. Yeah, this is for the money, that I'm on left. At the finish line, counting my cash, changing these lives, and building my real, can't copy this up.
You know, Dwayne, you said a couple of things, man, that really, that when I try to tell people in business, especially in this game of networking, man, you know, you got to become a different person. Sometimes, you know, because you're trying something new, and you walk around timid, it's like a dog knowing that your fear, the dog feeds off your fear. And sometimes you just have to fake yourself out. You know, when I got involved in this industry, I didn't know much about networking. All I did is I wanted to follow people who were good at what they did. So if talking in front of people was uncomfortable, I had to change being me. I had to get out of being uncomfortable. If not talking to people was talking to people and talking to strangers, all that stuff was uncomfortable for me. Guess what I had to do? I had to get out that comfort zone, because that place of uncomfortability is where that breakthrough takes place. So you got to be willing. You got to listen. You got to be willing to be uncomfortable for a little while. So be willing to be uncomfortable with being uncomfortable, right? So if it don't feel good, that's totally okay. If it don't feel good and it seems totally off your square, that's where you're going places, right? Because if you want the same, you know, same song and dance, you want the same recipe for life, you get the same things. And one thing you said about working and asking for overtime, people don't realize it. In business, you're in total control. So I never forget being in a position where when I worked, and I was the type of person who always gave 110% to whatever I did. But I never forget one time, and I want you guys to, I bet you that somebody has felt this one time in your life, right? I never forget, I used to work my days off, because when I built my business, I wanted to use those days. So when I did need the time off, I had no static, right? But I never forget one time I was doing a super event in Detroit. As a matter of fact, I had Chris Terry coming. And I told the gentleman, I said, listen, I'm not gonna be working this Saturday because I got some business, I'm flying some people in town. This man gave me so much static about this. And trust me, I was a top guy at what I did. So I was the type of person, just let him be, right? But I never forget the feeling walking out that office, and I'm thinking like, man, I'm a grown ass man, excuse my French. I'm a grown ass man asking this other man if I can have permission to take my time off. Man, I was pissed. So like you said, get mad. Somebody's gonna have that get mad, that get mad moment where you're ready to fight like a fish on a freaking hook. I'm trying to tell you. Like somebody holding your head up underwater, you need to come up for air to get this stuff done. Like Chrissy Pip says, being able, when you get walk into that job and you can open that door and tears come down your eyes, knowing you can build somebody else's dream instead of yours, you're gonna have that moment in your life. And what you need to do is when you get that moment, do something about it. Don't let it all be in vain. Don't let it all be for, well, I'm just gonna try this. Because listen, if your job told you, listen, we're gonna double your pay. I need you to work extra 3-4 hours a day. Instead of 5 days off a week, you get 6 days off. I mean, instead of 5 days off a week, you only give 1 day off a week. you would take that like it's nothing, because you know why? It's safe money. It's safe money. But guess what over here? Overtime is what you make it. You can give yourself a raise. Think about this. Going from P5000 to Chairman 10, you just gave yourself a $65,000 a year raise. From just going from Platinum 5000 to Chairman 10, which is only 275 people difference. So the same mentality where you say, sir, can I take the time off? You need to have that same type of mentality where the pilot light is burning inside, where you say, you know what? Maybe I don't feel like getting on this locker room call today. Maybe I don't feel like plugging my team into the call day. I've been on 5 calls a day. But you got to be willing to go the extra mile. You got to be willing when that burn takes place, like lifting weights. Now you're trying to get that last rep up and it's burning like crazy. You got to push. You got to push it. And I'm telling you guys, it's going to be painful at times. There's going to be times where things seem bleak for you. But listen, guys, I read something from Alex the other day, and I heard this before, but it really resonated. He said, listen, Bob Proctor told me in 2013, he said, the same people who took you to 10,000 a month won't take you to 10,000 a week or 10,000 a day. Now I repeat this, the same people that took you to 10,000 a month are not going to be the same people going to take you to 10,000 a week or 10,000 a day. In other words, quit trying to resurrect the same people in your business and talk to new people. Leaders are approaching us daily. You know, Randy was just in Vegas, handling some business with a major leader, right? And listen, guys, you have to know, just like Dwayne says, these power closes. I'm gonna share this with you guys. These power closes and talking to people, get great at knowing what you have at your disposal. I was talking to 2 people this week and I signed up both of them. And I said, let me ask you a question. These guys are both in other companies. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, how many people in your company making 10,000 a month? And they couldn't even answer me. I said, you know what? Let me ask you a question. If you know you don't even know the people in your company making 10,000 a month or 25,000 a month, let me show you what's going on with our company so you can see the documentation, okay? So this is a real good power close you could use for people after your presentation. You know what? As a matter of fact, Dwayne, I want to show you what's happening with I Am Mastery Academy. As a matter of fact, we have something right here in your back office called the Chairman Hall of Fame. So when you go to the Chairman Hall of Fame, you say, listen, man, I don't know what's going on in your company, but check out what's happening with us. And 9 out of 10 people, they don't even know who we are. So get this, we got 3 people in the company on just one of the 4 payouts that make $750,000 a month. We got 5 people, actually 6, with Chairman 250 making $250,000 a month. Look how many Chairman 100s are in our company. These are $100,000 a monthly earners, but get this, Dwayne, look at all these flags. These are people from third world countries, right? Internationally. Now get this, look how many Chairman 100s, 28. Look how many Chairman 50s in our company. So as I'm talking to the leaders, I can say, look at all the documentation, 42 Chairman 50s. Look how many people making $25,000 a month. Dwayne, in my past and other companies, the people making $25,000 a month, they were walking the rooms and people were carrying them on their shoulders, right? Look how many people are Chairman 10. These are $10,000 monthly earners. So when I'm talking to leaders, I show them this stuff. Many of you guys have seen me do presentations, and this is what I do at the end on the presentation, on the close. Listen, there's no way anyone could look at this and not be impressed. So when I'm done with this, I say, look how many Chairman 10s, over 200 Chairman 10s in the company, 200 and, geez, man, I keep on going. Damn, there's even more, okay. Look at that, 274 Chairman 10 leaders. So when I get done for the power close, what I do is I go through this, I say, let me ask you a question, Dwayne. Where do you see yourself in this equation? Listen, man, mic drop. So you got to know where the resources is to help you close and see in building a business, you have to have all the utility, you have to have a utility belt, just like Batman. You got to know where to go and to show people some of these things are going to help them build their vision on what we have. You got to be able to show them the right presentation. You got to be able to demonstrate the products the right way. These are things that help you in your business, all help you close your guests out, 100-fold. Let me tell you, this here, when you do your presentation, you show them that, oh, it's lights out, man. It's lights out. Now, what I do is I say, let me ask you a question, Dwayne. If you see all these people making this type of money, let me ask you a question. How many people you think are making 5,000 a month? How many people are making 2,000 a month? How many people are making 1,600 a month? Think about that, Dwayne. And my last question, Dwayne, is this. When we reach 1 million customers, how many people you think is going to be then? Man, listen, you got to be willing to pull out the Bruce Lee and enter the dragon on them. Real talk. So these things, man, really, really help you, close your guest out. And you got to know where all this stuff is. Some of you guys didn't even know that's in your back office because you have not navigated. You need to know where every button is in your back office and what it does for you, because many of the things back there are there to help you, as a tool, so to speak, to help you really, rock and roll. And, again, when we do these calls, guys, we got so much leadership on this call. I want to bring on one of our chairman leaders. I hope he doesn't mind me calling on him. I just want to see if he could drop maybe a nugget or two on some of the things that he's doing right now in his business. I want to bring on Legacy Worldwide, the leader, founder, super leader. Him and his wife Wanda doing some incredible things. When I tell you, these guys came in our company and literally ran past everyone like they were walking backwards. Listen, unbelievable work ethic. And one of the smartest guys I know, real talk. I mean, he's really, really a genius when it comes to the charts and just his mindset. But more important than that, I really call this guy a great friend because he's always super honest, always willing to help. And, I love the fact that he and his wife Wanda built this thing together. But Randy, Chairman 25, soon to be Chairman 50, come on here. Just share maybe a gold nugget from some things that's happening with you that can help inspire the team that's on the call today.
Absolutely. First of all, Coach, thanks to you and Tamara. Thank you guys for being the first, for leading the way, for seeing the vision before everybody else seen the vision. Thanks for all the leadership that's on this call. Dwayne, you crushed that thing. Man, he said, you got to go ask the boss for overtime. Talk about perspective. And that really is the message, right? It's our perspective about life and how we see things. And unfortunately, most of us, we miss what I call the natural life process, okay? What it takes to become great. What it takes to become the person you want to become. We all want to make, let's say, that $1 million, that multiple millions. Some of you have even bigger visions than that. And you got to understand, to become great at anything requires time and process. And sometimes you got to bring God, you got to bring foundation into the process. And what do I mean by the process? Okay, so many people quit before their success, and they don't realize that they're never, ever going to become successful. I was able to become a pilot in the United States Air Force, and that was not my background. I was born and raised in Compton, California. I come from humble beginnings. My father, my great-grandfather, they were not in the military. They were not pilots. But I wanted something so bad, and I understood that it took time to become good at something. My little brother, same thing. My brother became a professional basketball player. And listen, this dude was not good. Okay, he was not good in 9th grade, but he wanted to play so bad that he put time and hours on the court. So you have to understand that you might be on here. You might be very talented. You might be a talented speaker. You might be a talented educator. You might be a talented learner. But if you don't apply it consistently over time, it doesn't matter. You won't be successful at it. And so one thing that I've recognized is you can become great if you are consistent at something over time, and time represents God, in my opinion. Okay? See, we are so often worried about our goals and worried about what we want to achieve and worried about becoming chairman here and chairman that we put a time on it. And if we don't achieve it during that time, okay, we quit. There are a gang of people right now sitting in other companies that do not work because they did not give it time. They were not consistent. And what they don't know is they're not going to be successful because they're missing the secret ingredient. They're missing the cultivation stage. They're missing the growth stage. Most people, they look at external sources and say, my business is not growing because this doesn't work. My business is not growing because the system is not simple. I got to go through this. My people just want to copy and paste, and they don't want to plug into the academy, and they take out God. Okay, they take out process. They take out growth. Can you imagine? Imagine if I didn't believe in process. Young kid, Compton, California, joined the Air Force, and they just put me in a jet. They just I say, I want to be a pilot. Woo, they make me a pilot. I can't even imagine the work that I've done. I've deployed to Afghanistan as an aircraft commander, and that confidence, that authority that I had in the aircraft, with the co-pilot. I can't even imagine the things I've did if I would even been ready. Okay, you know what it takes. I remember there were times that I was flying in Afghanistan, and I would look, left and right and say, man, God is so good. This is me. I can't believe that they trust me so much with all the lives sitting in the back of this aircraft. okay, with the equipment, with the mission, with the secrets that I have to deliver. I can't believe that they trust me. But then I have to recognize and say, man, you've been doing this for over 14 years now, okay? It was a process. Do you know what it takes for a real diamond to be produced in this world? Do you know that it takes 1 to 3 billion years to produce a diamond? Okay. Do you know that to produce actual gold, same thing, millions of years? Okay. But yet, we want instant gratification. We want a plant, and then we want to harvest, and we forget about cultivation. So here's what it looks like. Here's my note to you. Okay. Anything. This applies to anything you want to become successful in. The planting is your thoughts. And once you plant something in your thoughts, that's cool. That's all right, but that's not the end point. See, once you sign up for IM, that's cool, but that's just that doesn't mean you're going to be successful. What's going to make you successful is what's in between, the cultivation part. Okay? That's you plugging into events like this. That's you going to every event that you can possibly go to and hear from people who are already doing better than you. Listening to the Dwayne Lodges, the Lawrence Youngs, the Tamara Youngs, the Wanda Webbs, the David Emanitiers, okay? All the leaders inside of our company, plug into those events. That's your cultivation. Okay, that's you hopping on every presentation. And not only hopping on presentations, you're getting on there so you can sharpen your craft. How many presentations have you done? None. Okay, you haven't been cultivating. So even if your ace showed up, you wouldn't even be ready. If I was sitting in front of you, would you be certain of what you were talking about right now? So that means you have Randys and Wandas and Lawrences and Dwaynes and Jazzes and Dr. Jules and Dr. Kirkland's coming in your business every single day, but you're not ready because you didn't get the cultivation out the way. And so the only thing that you can control today is growing yourself. And the more that you grow yourself, the more preparation you have to elevate to the next level. So when your person does come, you're ready. Now you may ask, well, Randy, how long is it going to take? I don't know, but keep on cultivating. Okay, Randy, I've already been doing this thing for 3 years and I still haven't got my ace. I don't know, but keep cultivating. See, I know that God is time and God will answer the prayer at the appointed time. And I'm telling you from experience, folks, I didn't become a pilot because of me. I became a pilot because cultivation and God took over the time. I just was obedient to the process. And so often only 5% of people are obedient to the process. There are people who are non-believers who are obedient to the process. And if you just become obedient to the process and you keep on sharpening yourself and getting better and presenting on the daily basis and keep on elevating yourself, I have no doubt that the growth will come and your harvest will come. See, God is the harvester. And when he's ready for you to harvest, I promise you're going to understand. You're going to understand why it took so long. Because when you get there, you're going to realize when you get there, it can't be taken away. And so don't look left or right. Don't compare yourself to others because comparison is a thief. You're going to go through your own process. See, you're a diamond waiting for the time to go by. And the only thing that you can do as a diamond is wait for the pressure to come. You see, you got to pray for the pressure. And if you ain't under the pressure right now, there's no way you can become a diamond. But if you're under pressure, let's celebrate you right now. If you're currently under pressure right now, if you're under pressure long enough, at some point that diamond's gonna pop, and boom, chairman is done. Life looks different. Let's go, folks. Your harvest is coming. Just stay the course. Keep cultivating. Let's get it.
Listen, man, only Randy Webb could be driving, probably in this nice BMW, and drop some bombs like that while he's driving right off the dome. We gotta love freestyling leadership. And let's drop some sevens from a main man, Randy Webb, one of the legends in IM Mastery Academy. Super proud of him and his wife for everything they do. Listen, man, that's incredible. And again, ladies and gentlemen, anytime I see a chairman leader pop up on these calls, I gotta let them give you guys some gold nuggets. But I want to bring on, you know, the S&P 500 king himself, Mr. Andre Campbell, Chairman 10. Andre was number 50 chairman leader to hit in IM Mastery Academy. And again, one of the nicest guys, serves a group like no other. And I want to introduce to some, present to others, my main man, Mr. Andre Campbell. Drop some couple nuggets on him, Andre.
Hey, Coach. Hey, just want to thank you, brother, for hosting this call. I want to give it to Mr. Dwayne Lodge. Awesome presentation.
Is your camera on?
I can't get on camera right now, brother. Okay. I'm in a private setting.
No, got you.
And definitely, Randy just brought the heat. And all I want to say is we appreciate and love and care about every single person on this call, every leader. Does not matter your rank. It doesn't not matter your background. If you just began or you've been here with us for years, all the information on this call was speaking to you. Only thing I'm going to say to wrap this thing up, we've got all the motivation in the world. Now we just need more action. Everyone take action. Do not get off of this call and say, well, that was just another call. I feel good. Utilize the words of wisdom, utilize the information, put it into action so 2021 can be the year for you. Back to you, Coach.
Man, that was short and sweet. I love it. So listen, guys, one of the things I love doing is people asking me like, Lawrence, what do you listen to on a daily basis, or what motivates you? One of my favorite motivators or coaches, so to speak, from afar is a gentleman by the name of David Goggins. Take a peek at this guy's background. But again, this video always raises the hairs up on my arms. I want you guys to look at this short video. This gentleman was a former person who was actually rejected by the service many times. He's overweight, came from Compton, moved to areas where he had to deal with a lot of racism, and actually became a Navy SEAL. And now this guy runs marathons, not 26 miles, but this guy runs extreme marathons. We're around like 140, 150 miles. I mean, it's incredible. But his mindset is top flight. There's something in the Navy, in Navy SEALs they call carrying the boat. And I want you guys to see this short video, and then we'll close out. But I want you guys to really get the feeling of where this man is coming from in this particular video. Let's go.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Energy. Let it out. 7, 8, 9, 10. The machine here. There you go. Nobody works like David in this house. 13. Come on. 14. Come on. 15. Shut that muscle down. 16. Come on. Get it. 17. They don't know me, son. Get it. 18. They don't know me, son. Get it. 19. You don't know me, son. Yeah. 20. You got some more. Me, son. 21. Yeah. Get it again. Come on. We want to see it. Good. 22. Who's going to carry the boats and the logs? That's you, buddy. Come on. 23. Come on. 24. One more, David. Who's one more to carry the boats? You're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. You did it. Yeah. And how we can't. He said how we can't do something. And I did it. I did what he said we couldn't do.
Like, what was he saying you couldn't do?
It was something about if you're born a certain way, if you're born a certain way, you can't become this way. And it was totally saying that who I am now, like I had to be born with some, not genetic power or some gift from God, but I had to have some kind of special gift. When you put yourself in hell, that's the only time you can figure out how the fuck to get through that motherfucker. You can't read somebody else's book about some theory on how to do shit. Some guy who sat up in a nice warm office and wrote some book with a nice cup of coffee in the fucking hand. No, I want to see that guy who immersed himself in fucking hell. And he thought about quitting and leaving and his wife and his kids. And why am I here? Is it worth it? All this crazy shit. And still said, and found out a way to get through it.
Hard because they have guys that want to be here, no matter what we do or say. They want to be a SEAL, they're going to be a SEAL. That's all we're doing. Physically, Bud's a real butt kicker. Just having the mental fortitude of not only trying to get to the PC sections, but also getting time, all the things start taking a play in it during the day. And just having the idea of there's nothing that's going to stop me from finishing this training or finishing this evolution. That's what gets you through it.
I believe that Bud built too much in character by weeding out the weak, bringing the strong together to provide the training. I don't think any one man can make it wrong with Bud. Stay in this position so you guys can stay. Off the course, the best thing you can get for any kind of personality. There's also different kind of personality. We're looking for a guy that's willing to sacrifice, work well with others in a teamwork environment. Once you start putting everything together, guys, decide it's really right now. That's going to happen to release
You have to go into those dark chambers that we often shut off, and you got to open them up. You got to open up and fight that fucking demon. Get in there, talk to that motherfucker, and say, "What's up?" And we all like to take this 4-lane highway, easy highway. It has fucking signs, it has restaurants. We all love that 4-lane highway. We always step over the shovel. And all I did was I picked up that fucking shovel, and that shovel, I made my own path. And you may have big boulders and shit. They may be getting 200 miles up the road faster than you. But going through this path of life, this journey over here that you make yourself, that's incredibly difficult. When it comes out the other end of that motherfucker, there's some glorious shit that you can't even explain to people.
Woo, Lordy, drop some 7s in the chat. As a matter of fact, if you want to carry the boat, drop a 7 in the chat. Who's going to carry the boat for your family? Who's going to carry the boat for your son, your daughter? Who's going to carry the boat for your parents? Who's going to carry the boat for your last name? Listen, guys, when it hurts, go harder. When it's uncomfortable, go harder. Hope you guys have some good information tonight. Listen, tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time, we got Mr. Curtis Cobain Branch going to be doing an overview tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time on the same very link. Shout out to all the leaders who do the calls for us at 3 o'clock and 8 o'clock Eastern time on the same very link. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate all you guys. Hope you guys have some incredible information. Let's go out there and make dreams come true and lead the pack. And remember, the motto for the week is carry the boat. Let's go get it.